Good evening, folks, on this a little bit of a chilly evening in the barely upper 40s. And we had UPS swing by today. Interesting packaging because this was purchased off the rainforest. So I was surprised to see UPS deliver it, and as well as the condition of, how it's sealed. I guess it's sealed, to prevent prying hands. And this was a product we picked up from, as I said, the rainforest. And it's a Ryobi, and it is a cordless LED light 2-pack. And what I thought this was going to be, and I'll show a picture of this from the rainforest. This reminds me of Temu. I think I'm saying that correctly now, where I made fun of somebody buying some drapes, and then when they showed up, they were like dollhouse size. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they didn't fit the window. And you could say, oh, shame on them for not paying attention to the measurements, which I would have to believe were included. But regardless, so when I showed this picture of this 2-pack, there was no hand or anything referencing the size. So I was thinking, this is kind of what I'd be getting. And, maybe because it's the tool only, maybe there's enough for 2 of those ish in here. So again, I was just a little surprised at, the size of the box. So when they dropped it off, I'm like, oh yeah, I was expecting this box, but I was thinking it would be bigger in the sense that it would, again, let's open it up and see what we got. And the reason I picked this up, one, is because we have quite a few extra batteries around after the holidays from going, buying a number of, Christmas-ish / Black Friday, Black Month for, for suckering you into buying stuff, deals that you just can't pass up. So, let's open this up. I've had so many people complain, dude, just shut up, you talk too much. Oh my God, it took 9 minutes to open a box. It took yeah, that's what I do. This is I'm old. This is my hobby. This is how I spend my time. So this in theory should open. There we go. Okay, so maybe. And these are LED lights, as I already said, LED light. This is an old school bulb, if you can see that. That is hella old school. So I guess, maybe I was wrong. They're kind of the same size, kind of-ish. Well, I have to read the instructions, I guess, on how to use these. All right, so that's kind of, big difference. So the throat is very similar. The head, quite different. So, this has weird adjustment. This has up and down. No other, which I guess, there's totally vertical. There's totally vertical. So you get that. You could just twist that. You get that. So what I'm trying to say is this looks like it mimics, and even, this one can't go down anymore. This one can. So I'm going to say you get a little more functionality with this one. Weight-wise, I'm going to say they weigh about the same. So it all comes down to battery. And let's plug our fully charged battery, our Ryobi battery in, and do a little comparison on what we get with quality of light. What does LED light look like? There's bulb light. So this, I'm thinking, should be whiter. Oh, I do like the trigger. This is a thumb, which, it's okay. But trigger better. Trigger. Oh yeah, that's definitely. Oh, and it's water I'm going to say resistant because it's a membrane covering the actual, so it's not really a trigger, it's a push to on. So I'm going to say that, you know, I don't remember what the lumens is. I'll, you know, let me point it at something. Let's point it at those 22 CB caps and blank cartridges. Okay, that's what the... Okay, so this is definitely a yellower light because it's a bulb versus much whiter, brighter. And I don't see any other, you know, it looks like it's just on off. I don't see any other functionality. Not that I'm expecting any other functionality. I think this is cool to have a little hanging thing there. This does not. So if you had something to hang it, you could. Otherwise, I'm going to say, you know, it's just a light, but it's a cool light. And part of what drove this particular purchase for the bench was frustration of misplacement. So this is always in my immediate area in my garage until it wasn't. And I couldn't freaking find it. It was nowhere to be found. And this thing is, you know, a lifesaver. And I have the old Ryobi. In fact, I'll get that just for giggles. I have the old blue and orange Ryobi version of this that we keep in the house in the pantry. So these lights are excellent because they're rechargeable. And if you've got a number of tools with these batteries, you always have a flashlight. And we've had our issues with power outages, and one can never have too many flashlights, especially in a state that has power issues. So let me go get the old Ryobi, which you've seen all before, but good to see again. So I've said this before, I love the investment protection Ryobi offers with their One series, the One Plus, whereas Dewalt doesn't. I mean, no bash on Dewalt, but you know, if your tool is, you know, this type of battery, great. But you know, Dewalt changes batteries like the weather changes, and I think it's just cool. In fact, this is so old; it's very similar to the Dewalt in terms of you know, rotating up and down or up and back. So these are probably a closer in clone. These two are probably closer in clone than the Ryobi, but you know, this is still, again, yellow light because it's a light bulb, a filament, as opposed to the LED, and you know, it's been batted around a little bit, but I just think that's so cool that, you know, depending on, so this is a 2 amp hour, this is a 4 amp hour, so we have the 2 amp hour in the cabinet in the kitchen, and now we'll have the 4 amp hours on the LEDs. So this was not on sale, this was not on special, this was just what I thought a decent deal. It was a little bit cheaper to buy 2 than it was to buy 1. I think they average out to be $25 a piece when you're buying the 2-pack. But I just thought that was, you know, again, great investment protection for, you know, these are lifesavers, or should I say light savers, because when you don't have, you know, when you don't have any light, let's see, I'm trying to figure out where that, what the thumbnail is going to be, and maybe it's going to be that. So I'll probably adjust that, and that's what it will be. So I'm happy with the purchase. Again, it's just a light, but you know, not having this when you need it, you don't realize, you know, something until you don't have it anymore. And this wasn't at my fingertips. I was like, oh my gosh, where is it? So then I thought about, you know, I've got so many Ryobi batteries. Why not put them to use as opposed to leaving them, you know, on the counter? And this allows me to put them to use, and that is that. So I will stop babbling now because somebody will complain about how long this video is and how much I babble. So that is it for tonight. Take care. Later.